Yes, we're here.
Hey, what's up? What's up, beautiful people? This is Soulful Serenity with your brother Lou here and my dear sister Althea. Greetings, sister. How are you doing today?
I am absolutely fantastic. How's everything going out there on the West Coast today, Brother Lewis?
Everything is pretty cool on the west side. We got a little bit of rain, but it's still pretty sunny on the inside. So, all is well. Let me back up and tell everyone greetings. This is Brother Lou, co founder of Undugu. We are a collective community of men who gather ourselves to support one another inside of safe space conversations and a plethora of activities and programs that we do. Also, the co founder of the Healing House Experience out here in Southern California. And it's a safe space for individuals and couples who are interested in immersing themselves in an all inclusive healing experience, transforming the body, the mind, and the spirit. Sister, can you tell them about you today?
Well,
And please tell us who you are today.
well, first, I was going to say thank you so much for having me on the Undugu meditation session. I love Soulful Serenity, and you could tell we started it off a little soulful. We had to have our music and keep it real. My name is Althea Lawton Thompson, and I'm the owner of Aerobics Yoga and More. We're a corporate wellness company based here in Atlanta, Georgia. But I'm also the host and creator of Living Life Limitlessly retreats. And so I host healing retreats around the world in Bali, Costa Rica, several Caribbean islands, and throughout the United States. We've been doing that since 2010, 17 retreats, and meditation is one of the consistent healing modalities that we use on every retreat and mostly what we offer in corporate wellness. So it's an honor to be here doing some soulful meditation with you today, Lewis.
It's an honor to have you too, sister. I want to back up and let the people know how you and I became affiliated with each other. I think it's a beautiful story, and now that we're on a different platform as well, let's back up and tell the people how we came into contact and how that happened. Can you share?
Yeah, it was awesome. You were already traveling with family to a lot of different countries. And I think you'd been out of the country how long? Maybe 6 years living abroad?
Yes.
Yeah. And one of your stops was Thailand, and you were constantly asking family and friends to come and visit if they were willing. And not too many people were willing, if I recall. But I only had to be asked one time. Anyone who knows me knows I keep a bag packed and I'm ready to go. So I came out to visit you in Chiang Mai, Thailand, and it was a magical experience over those 4 days, visiting temples, meditating, doing Reiki, eating great organic, vegan, and vegetarian meals. That was really life changing. And then we did it all over again in Indonesia and Bali and spent a couple of weeks together out there again, exploring with family and friends and really making meditation a part of what we did. So it's awesome to be back here stateside, you in California, me here in Atlanta, and we're doing it over the internet now and keeping that magic alive.
Super cool. And that backdrop that you have back there reminds me of Chiang Mai and Bali, Indonesia. It's so green, and I love the forest back there. So shout out to Georgia. GA. So, sis, today we want to make meditation a bit more practical. I think that's been our our main thing. So, can you tell the people what we're going to do today in regards to meditation, and how can we simplify that process for people where it's not so complicated? Um, Oftentimes we think that it's so difficult to get into that meditative space. What are we doing here on Soulful Serenity to make it a little bit more applicable and practical for people on an everyday basis?
Well, I'm glad you asked that because I've been, as you can imagine, with the quarantine, so many people are working now on Zoom, on WebEx, and doing a lot of the classes live. Sorry, those are my chimes in the background. We got to keep it Soulful Serenity over here in Atlanta.
Absolutely.
But I've been doing a lot of videos about meditation. How do you do it? How do you start? What are some different tools you can incorporate? And the thing that's really sticking out is it doesn't have to be that hard.
Mhm.
All it really is, Lewis, is just stopping for a few minutes. Literally, that's the key. If you are willing to stop,
Mhm.
stop working, stop watching TV, stop texting, stop sending things on social media. You have to stop working. You have to stop engaging with other people. You just have to stop for a moment to breathe, be with yourself, be in a tune with yourself, but then also to let go. You have to stop and let go. And so when we talk about letting go, we talked about this the last time we had our Soulful Serenity session last Thursday. There's the school of thought that you're letting go of all thoughts and going into the gap. But that's a little difficult for most people, especially if they're beginning. So when we're saying let go now, we're letting go of the past, we're letting go of the future, and we're being really, really present right where we are. And last week we did mindfulness, where we were thinking about what we felt, what we saw, what we heard. And in this kind of setting where I can hear the birds, I can hear the chimes, I can feel the breeze, I can see the sun and the green, this is a wonderful place to be mindful. But today we're going to do the body scan and we're going to pay attention to what we're really feeling on the surface of the body, inside the body, but then even deeper on a spiritual level.
I really, really fully appreciate that. So let me ask you, how are you feeling in your body? As we talk about body scans, I wanted to back up and ask you, how are you feeling with everything that's going on? You know, your emotional body, your physical body, your spiritual body. What's happening with you right now during this particular time? Because I think that's important for people to know that we're not very, different from anyone else. We're having some of the same things
That's
as well.
right.
So we can talk about a little bit of that before we get into the meditation component. That'd be great.
Absolutely. That's a great question. Um, I mean, like everyone right now, we are in the second week of April, right? So we're going on in the United States about maybe 5 to 6 weeks of really deep into COVID-19 and the spread of the pandemic here. And so there's been loss. There's been loss of family members, there's been loss of friends, there's been loss of jobs, there's been loss of income. So there's been a lot of loss, but I think at the same time, the quarantine has been a gift of time for a lot of people. And so it's a time to reconnect, it's a
Yeah.
time to rest, it's a time to exercise, it's a time to just be still. So for me, I am really, really in a good place where it's balanced. I'm not completely sad, stressed, and fearful, even though those little things do play a part because I'm human like everyone else. But I'm also really appreciative and grateful for this gift of time and being still and being in the home to reconnect not just with myself, but also with my family. How about you? How are you feeling?
When you talked about being grateful, that's something that I've really had a lot of moments and times like in between to really kind of focus more and write more in my gratitude journal about the things that I'm grateful for. When I wake up or when I'm preparing for bed at night, I've had a lot of time to kind of reflect and be a lot more introspective and to think about things from a different viewpoint and a vantage point that we rarely have. So it's really slowed a lot of things down that were already kind of slow for me anyway. But it's focused me a lot more in terms of my yoga practice. The Ashtanga practice that I'm doing now. I've had a chance to do some comedic yoga with some people that we know, and it's been really really cool. I've had an opportunity to really engage and to really get more active in terms of moving this body and quieting my mind. So that's really been cool. during this particular time.
And it's super important. It's super important. And I think because the two of us already had a practice of being still, doing yoga, doing meditation, taking walks, spending time in nature, it just made it perfect for us to get together and do something like this to show other people how they might be able to benefit from some of the practices that we're already engaging in. So you ready to get started?
I am ready to get started, sister. So we're going to do the body scan today. Is that correct?
We are. I
All right.
thought that before we started with the scan, though, I might be able to just do a calming breath activity with
Absolutely.
everyone who might be watching.
I think
And
that's
so,
a good start.
yeah, I think the key here is just to let people know that this is not something that's difficult. It's not something that's mystical. It's not something you have to be an expert to do. Breathing, you're doing it already. We're all doing it involuntarily, or we're not watching this, right? So we're just taking that and we're paying attention to it. So let's both start with that. Just aware of how we're breathing.
Mhm.
For those of you that are in Atlanta, there's some pollen in the air. Maybe your nose is itching as you breathe. Pay attention to that. This is part of that body scan. Can you breathe deeply? Is your breathing shallow? Ask yourself some questions simply about how you're breathing. And now the only thing I'll ask you to do is to slow down. The next time you inhale, go a little longer. Could you keep going? How much more capacity do you have to your lungs to inhale? When it's time to exhale, relax, let go. Pay attention to the shoulders, the neck, the jawline. Really, really release. And let's repeat that twice more in silence, going at your own pace. With meditation, there is no right or wrong. It should only feel good. Everyone should feel a little bit more relaxed now.
Indeed.
And so we can go ahead and start with our body scan.
Okay. Well, sis, I'm going to get us started with the body scan. I'll come in with the feet, and then you can pick up wherever you may. And I'll have the feet, and then you can work. We'll work our way from the bottom to the top.
Sounds good to me.
All right. I want you to find time for some solitude in a very beautiful space, wherever you are, in the house or wherever. Don't force the mind to be quiet, but instead, we're going to continue with the same thing that sister just said. We're going to take a few deep breaths, and I want you to feel in each inhalation and each exhalation, and just slow yourself down. So take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out. Again, inhale and exhale. Slow yourself down so that you can be more aware of your body. Deep breath in and out. Let any negative thoughts float by while you return to your breath. Deep in and deep out. This is the sacred prana. I want you to feel its motion bring you into a deeper self. So Settle your energy within the bounds of your body, your cells, and your organs. And we're going to start down with your toes. I want you to become aware of your toes. Wiggle them a little bit and note the beautiful feeling of awakening the feet. Next, bring your awareness to your ankles. As you continue breathing, move your focus up your legs to your knees. Then continue to bring attention up to your strong thighs and note how grounding they feel. Inwardly, thank them for holding you up. Then you can bring your awareness to your pelvic area. Deep breath in, deep breath out. You might want to inwardly say to yourself, I recognize you. I'm not turning my back on you anymore. I'm going to learn about you and love you, this part of me. Deep breath in. Now deep breath out.
We're going to continue moving in the body up from the hips and the pelvis into the abdomen. And now, if you're able, wherever you are, just take your hands and place them easily on the area where your stomach would be. Pay attention to how your hands feel on your abdomen. Pay attention to how your abdomen feels to your hands. As you breathe in, recognize how the abdomen moves beneath your fingers. As you exhale, check to see, are your ribs expanding, contracting? Are they moving at all? Imagine your organs beneath your hands. How does your stomach feel right now? Be thankful to all of the organs doing their job. Liver, kidneys, pancreas. Send positive energy all throughout the abdomen. As you breathe in and breathe out. Spend just a few moments actually touching and connecting with your core. Feeling your breath move all through the ribs. Let the hands come up to rest on your chest. And again, be aware of how it moves with your breath. Listen to your heartbeat. Feel it beneath your palm. Check in to see the pace of your breathing. Does it feel comfortable? Could you slow it down more? Again, have a moment of gratitude. Thankful that your heart is beating. Thankful that you're breathing. Thankful for this moment and this time. Close your eyes, continue to breathe slowly, and think of a positive word or phrase that you would want to give to someone from your heart. Be compassionate. Be loving, caring, and considerate.
I would like for you to focus on your chest now. This is where your heart chakra resides, the center for unconditional love. I'd like for you to make it your friend as you inhale and exhale. Make it your friend so that you can be loving to yourself. I want you to feel a shower of positive energy coursing through your heart. Inhale and exhale. Return here often to feel the nurturing energy. Now expand this awareness to your entire chest area. Now take this awareness up to your shoulders, your arms, your wrist, and your beautiful hands. Feel and move each finger. These are all in an extension of the heart chakra. Inhale and exhale. Now you can bring attention to your neck. The communication chakra resides in the throat area. Inhale and exhale. Notice if you feel any tension here that would stop you from expressing yourself. Send love to this area. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Quieting the mind. All right, sister. Next, we'll take it to the head.
As we move up in our attention from the neck, we'll move into the jaw. Take just a few moments to cup the face in your hands, almost as though you were cupping the face of a child. Be just as loving and careful with your own face as you would with the face of a 5 or 6-year-old. Feel the same love and compassion for yourself that you would give to someone else. Find release throughout the jaw and move your fingertips up to the temples and just do a gentle massage just to the outside of the eyes. Again, thinking about your breath, that easy inhale that you're allowing in, relaxing through the shoulders and arms, jaws, and even the brow line as you exhale. Hands cupped, fingers together, just place them over the eyes, letting your fingertips rest at the brow. This is the place of intuition, your third eye. And relax on your exhale. You can relax your hands. So Lewis, what did you think about the body scan meditation?
I really dug that. I think that it was perfect. It was, it's something that we forget to do oftentimes. It's which You have to give some gratitude to each and every cell of your body. It's okay to thank your body for the experiences and the feelings that you're having. It's okay to affirm yourself and to tell yourself, you know, the awareness that I'm having right now within my body is okay. What you're feeling inside your heart, what you're feeling in your belly, what you're feeling in your feet, but also to give praise and to thank those body parts for the many, many blessings that, in a course of a day, your legs, we just get so inundated with things that we tend to forget to scan our body and to thank our bodies during the course of the day. So that was beautiful for me. Um, and it's something that I could do more often, even my own. I tend to get into meditation, but you forget about the body scan, which is also meditation,
Mm-hmm.
meditation to yourself. Do you do that often, sister?
I do it every day, every day. I just feel like sometimes um, with certain forms of meditation, the ones that I like to engage in, I'm so away from here that the body scan is a way for me to come back and to be really present. And many times, I have nurses and doctors as friends. They'll say to me when they ask someone, well, how do you feel here? Do you feel that? People are so disconnected from their bodies. They don't know how they feel or why they feel that way. And so the body scan is just a really wonderful way to get in tune with yourself and recognize, how do I feel in this place? Why do I feel like that here? And what do I need to change, or what do I need to keep doing to have a good feeling in this part of my body?
I agree with you wholeheartedly. That's something I need to incorporate. Do you usually do that in the morning when you get up so that you are present right away, or do you stop and pause during the course?
It could be anytime. Every day is different. I'm not a routine kind of chick. I don't know about all the other people, but I just got to mix it up and see what works at a certain time. But I know for people that are more routine, some people like to do that type of stuff in the evening before they go to sleep as a form of bringing down their energy. Others like to start the day with a body scan just to see, how am I feeling? What's going on? And they go for a walk, or they go for a jog, or they go to the gym. So, I think it's individual to each person.
And I think that's so important what you said in terms of being present. It's a way of making sure that we are present in this right now, and I think we all could use a little bit more presence, peaceful presence, during these uncertain times that we are having right now. And that awareness is key to that for me. So, your no routine thing, because I'm pretty much the same way. It's just flexibility is everything. And I think yoga does a lot with teaching you flexibility.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's more than flexibility in the body. It's teaching you like flexibility of spirit and
Absolutely.
forcing you to be patient, to go with the flow.
Yes. And the mind, I
Right.
statement before that your mind controls the body, but breath controls the mind.
That's it. Yeah.
So it's just key. And you said something earlier that I wanted to come back to before we end. And I thought about it in regards to us just being present and how that body scan really helps us. I heard the statement before. Every time we perseverate on something, we do so at the expense of the present moment that we're in right now and the future. Anytime that you perseverate on something from the past or something that's yet to come, you do so at the expense of this present moment. So just being aware, I would just like to impress upon everyone watching and viewing, be aware, and that's what the body scan is all about, and giving people different ways of meditating. So I greatly appreciate you, sister, and I thank you for coming in with this beautiful Soulful Serenity session number 2.
Thank you so much, as always, for having me. I love you and I love the Brothers of Undugu and what you're doing. So before we sign off, let's go ahead and let everybody know how they can reach each of us. Let's start with Undugu, since you all are the host of the show.
Thank you so much, sister, for reminding, because I get lost in time with you. It's Undugu _kickbacks on IG and Facebook. Undugu Kickbacks on the web. You can find us there. Where can the people find you at, good
Well,
sister?
you know I'm not going to let you off the hook that quickly. Let everybody see your shirt, the
Oh,
beautiful Undugu shirt with the spelling, just in case they need to see it. UNDUGU kickbacks with an S. And that's on Instagram and Facebook. Online, undugukickbacks.com. And then what does Undugu stand for?
stands for brotherhood. And if you need any more explanation, you go to IG, you go to Facebook, you can check out everything that we're doing with building our community up. We have some amazing things going on, but so does living life limitlessly. So I don't want you to shortchange that. I need to pump my sister up real quick. Tell us about living life limitlessly and your many other things that you may be doing that they can find.
Well, tonight, actually, tonight is Thursday, April 9th at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 o'clock Pacific. I have a workshop on exploring your metaphysical spiritual gifts. It is on Zoom. It is free. And so everybody can sign up for that at bit.ly, L-Y, /awake with Althea, all lowercase, bit.ly/awake with Althea. So it's called The Awakening, and we're just going to be exploring clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, clairempathy, clairgustance, clairalience, and claircognizance. Ooh, I did all 7. So we're going to talk about that and how those play a part in our lives every day and what to do with it.
You got me
Oh,
already. Please go ahead.
yeah. I also wanted to say, if anybody wants to check out some of the videos that we have, it is youtube.com/Altheatize, ALTHEATIZED. My website is Althea Lawton Thompson, my full name.com. And I'm also on Facebook and Instagram, all as Altheatized or Althea Lawton Thompson.
Awesome. And you covered living life limitlessly. I had to make sure we get this plug in now.
It's all in there. I am living life limitlessly. So you see me, you see LLL, we're all together.
Absolutely. And I'm so proud of the work that you're doing. I want to tell you, continue to do that. It is making a tremendous impact on the world. You may not believe that, but I hope you do.
Thank you so much. I receive it, and ditto right back to you. What Undugu has done in our household and to brothers far and wide that I know and don't know is tremendous. So I really want you guys to continue doing what you're doing.
Thank you so much, good sister. And we appreciate you. And I believe we have covered everything that we need to cover today. Next week, tune in for another Soulful Serenity session, and we'll be back.
All right. See you guys. Peace and light.